everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today I am going to show you how to make these adorable little baskets. Okay, and I've put a flower on them. There's a reason for the flower. Now the flower I will show you in the next video, because obviously otherwise this would be too long. I am using the following things. I am using Drops Love You 7 cotton. These baskets I made using the colors 08 and which color is this? 13. Okay, so those two colors are made for these, but now I want to make something else. Obviously you don't want to be doing the same colors all the time, so I'm going to use this color, which is number 03. Okay, so that's just for the materials that I used for those. Let's put them to the side for a moment. Then what you need is this. I went online on Amazon and I found this double braided polyester cord, and it is 6 millimeters. Now there's various, obviously there's quite a lot of different ones that you can get. I got this one because it was 10 meters or so. It was on this reel and it was £10. So I thought, well, that's quite good. If I can't work it, then it's not too much money lost, or it's not that I'm, you know, it's not something big, because there are some reels that are like 50 meters, which, thinking about it, I've made these, the two first ones, I made these without the flowers in one evening, and I made this in the morning with the flower. So it is quite effective the way you can make something with it, and I think they make the loveliest presents. I really do. So, you know, making something in an evening for a present is, I think, good going. So, yeah, I think it's worth getting it. Well, for me, it was worth getting it. I am pleased that I got it and I'm using it. So let's see if we can get started. Now, what you need to do, I have, as you can tell, I have started from the outside and the inside of my ball. So you need 2 balls of the color that you're going to use, because you need 4 strands. Now if you only have 1 ball and you want to make this and you're desperate, you'll have to split up you have to unroll it and split it up into 4, and then you have your 4 strands. So I've done it so that I started from there, and then I rolled some of it off, so it would be easy for me to do the filming. Okay, so but you have these 2 balls going at the same time, and you need 4 strands. I mean, you could buy 4 balls. We are going to do a magic circle. So do your normal bit. So keep the yarn nicely next to each other like this. Make your circle. Make your cross. I'm using a 4 hook, and do your first thing there. But what you need to do is lay your cord in between there before you actually do your first stitch. I'm just doing this carefully because I'm looking in my viewfinder. There we go. Okay, so we have our magic circle here, your first stitch with the cord in between, and the cat has just arrived as well. There we go, there she is. Look, hello Layla, you coming to do some crochet, darling? Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to work around around your cord each time, picking up the wool and doing your stitches like that. See? So in there, over. You need to keep it all nice and tight so that you're actually covering up the cord, because it doesn't matter what color or whatever it is, this cord. I got white because it happened to be white. The bigger reels tend to be flecked, But it doesn't matter, because in the end, hopefully you won't see the color of the cord. But hopefully if you take, if you choose one that's white, you'll have less of a issue maybe if it does shine through. So that's what we are doing. So I hope you can work that one out. So I'm counting the V's on the top, and I've got 5. I want to do 12, I think. So let's do those. And yes, you will have your balls, both of them will be, running around in your work area. Oh dear. I tend to put them in a basket or something so they don't hobble about too much. Okay, so we've done that. Now you can see that there is quite a bit sticking out here. That's okay for now. We'll sort that out in a moment. Why am I not being able to get hold of these two? Okay, so now we're going to pull. Okay, so that becomes a circle. And you have to pull quite hard. And of course we've got this end here, and I'm going to just pull that as well. Very gently, or you have to do it hard, but still gently, because you don't want to pull it out. There we go, that's it. That's where we need it to end. Okay, and now, so this can go to the side there. We unroll a bit more of our wool here, and we are going to close up this circle by going into this stitch here a few times, so 3 times or something, because we need to cover up the cord. Okay, that's not going well. Let's try again. Now you need to practice with this, so the first bowl you make might not be as nice as you think you can make it. You will get better at it, and it will become easier to do, but yeah, practice makes perfect in this case. So you need to, do it a couple of times, and it will get easier on your hands as well. It will get easier. You'll get a way of, you'll get your own way of doing this. So in the first stitch we do 3 stitches, and then we keep going with 2 in each stitch. And as long as you're doing 2 in each stitch, you're making the bottom of the bowl. And then once you've decided, yeah, that's big enough, you can then start doing 1 in each stitch, and then you will notice that your bowl will come up. Now, like I said, it's worked in the round, and I just did it by, thinking, oh, that'll be big enough, or that will be good, or that will be, that's what I want. Or when I made the pink one first, the bigger one, and then I made the smaller one, and obviously I could say, oh yes, I'll just do that because that's a lot smaller. So you can, once you've made a few and you can compare it, it makes it easier to make a bigger or a smaller one. But like you see, look, I like this. Now you can use this as the outside, or you can use this as the outside. So here I've used that as the outside, and here I didn't. I used that as the inside. So see, you can have different effects or different ways of doing this. So now you just keep going until you want to go up. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I've now done all this. So this looks like that, and that looks like this. You need to make sure you put your V's on the outside of your work like that. And what you also need to avoid is this bit here. So you need to go into the stitch nicely and come out nicely as well. Okay, so to make it, but that is something that you get used to as you do it more. Okay, now we are going to start doing, so I've been doing 2 stitches in one stitch. Now you are going to start doing just one stitch in each stitch, so one single crochet in each V, and that will then slowly it will start working its way upwards now. What you also can do is go in the back loop, and then it will be more pronounced where you're, where you're sort of going to start the upright of your basket. But I did it here, I did it without, and here I did with. So here you can see where I've gone into the back loop, and I stopped there and I just went on, I started here and then I just continued on. So that gives you that pattern, and if you don't, it's just like that. So it's up to you what you prefer. I'm just going to keep going, and I will see you when I'm high enough. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit bigger than I anticipated. So I've done my bottom. I'm now working my way up, and then you will slowly see that it starts to curl up, and it's a little bit bigger than the ones I have made before, as you can see, but that's okay. Now you could stop, you could stop at any time and do this as a dish, do it as a bowl, as a basket. So anyway, I'm going to keep going and see where I end up. Okay, so I have done quite a few rounds, and I've got a little bit of a bowl going here. So I think I might want to finish up, because that's a nice bowl to put something in. And the way you're going to end this is by, well, the problem is that we can't just cut off and trail off. So what we need to do is I do it like this. So I do a couple of stitches without the cord in. Okay, so just one or two. Okay, and then I am going to cut off the cord and cut off this. Now to cut off the cord, do be careful you don't touch your cotton. Just carefully cut it off there, like that, and just sort of push it in between, so that's gone. And then here we cut it off there, pull it through, she said, and then she pulls on the wrong side. Okay, and then with a darning needle, what I do is I put it into the needle, the 4 strands, and then I finished the way I usually finish my crochet work, by making a fake top stitch, if you get my meaning here. And then I go into those 2 stitches that I've just done now. So I'm on the inside of my work, because otherwise you might see it on the outside, and we don't want that. You pull that through, and you create sort of an invisible, well, you can't see where you finish now. Okay, and then I just go into a few more backs of stitches here, so I can hide the ends. Okay, then I cut that off again, careful, so you don't touch any other things. And then here what I do, basically I create a few more stitches, so, well, not stitches, but I just go in and out a few more times more, so it would fill up that hole. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? There we go. Right, so there's, well, it went very well actually, so I only need to do that once, I think. So you go in and you sort of go in there, maybe here. Does that look funny? No, that looks so right. There. And I'm going into there. See, so you sort of fill up that little area there with a bit more cotton. Let's go in there. There we go, see? Right. And then I do a few more. Now, the reason why there is a flower on this bowl, on all my other bowls, is the following. Look, I don't like that. See, I didn't find another way of finishing it, but you can't see that here because, yes, I've put the flower over it, see? And that is why we make the flower. So I will show you how to make the flower in the next video, because otherwise this one would be too long. So thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one, and we'll be making flowers. Bye!